So you're struggling to score and have an impact as a striker in your matches. Well, in this video, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks for strikers that will allow you to have a bigger impact in your games. What's up guys, Dave from SimplySoccer, where we work to improve your game and help you stand out on the pitch. And on this channel, we release daily tips, technique, and soccer training videos in order to help you do just that. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. We all know that a striker's main job is to score goals, but the modern day striker is actually asked to do a lot more. So here are a few tips for you in order to be a well-rounded striker that is a valuable asset to your team. Now, tip number one is make run after run after run. Now, there's a few reasons you want to do this, and first and foremost is that the more runs you make and intelligent runs you make across the back line or into space, the more opportunity your teammates have to put you in on goal or find you in that space. If you're standing still, motionless, and you're not making runs, however, it's going to be very difficult for your teammates to find you, and you're going to really ruin the flow of your team as well. Now, another great reason to make sure you're always in constant motion and making run after run after run, switching from one center back to the other, is because this is a nightmare for defenders. Defenders don't like players who are constantly on the move. It's a nightmare for them. The last thing they want to do is have to track this one guy all over the pitch and then have to put him off to the left back or to the right back or to his other center back. It keeps them on their toes, and if they make one error of judgment, it could mean that you are in on goal. A player I recommend that you watch in order to get an idea of this is Luis Suarez. He does this so perfectly. He's always moving. He's in constant motion. He closes defenders down. He's always making runs. Even if his last run failed, he goes again and again and again. And that's what you need to be doing. Harass the defenders. Move from one center back to the other center back, to the left back, to the right back, and keep doing it back and forth. Keep making runs into the corner. Keep making penetrating runs. Keep doing this all game, and don't let the defenders rest, because you are going to take advantage of the mistakes they inevitably make when you are doing this. Okay, so idea number two, or tip number two, is to use composure over power. Now, this is just a simple tweak that you can make and use right away, but when you find yourself in goal-scoring opportunities, always try to use composure instead of just blasting the ball as hard as you can. Ultimately, this just means keeping a cool head, remaining calm, and slotting the ball past the keeper into the corner or either side of them, instead of just putting your foot through it and hoping for the best. And the thing is, you'll score more of your opportunities through doing this. So just relax, keep a cool head, and pick your spot and put it there. Speaking about goal scoring and shooting, tip number three is to shoot often. You'll notice if you watch football a lot that the best strikers in the world take risks and take shots often. Just look at players like Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Diego Costa, and other top-level strikers. You can't score if you don't shoot. I know it's so simple, and I know it's something you've probably heard over and over again, but you'll be surprised at the amount of players who are reluctant to shoot because they're scared that they're going to miss, or they're scared they're going to get yelled at by their teammates and coach. Don't worry about any of that. If you are afraid to shoot, and if you're not shooting in matches, you will not be scoring goals. And the thing is, the more you start shooting, the more confident at it you get. But if you're not shooting at all, you won't score at all. Now, I'm not saying do anything ridiculous. Don't start shooting every time you are 30 yards from goal, and don't shoot if your teammate's in a wide open position to put them in on goal. But if you have an opening and you don't have a good passing option and you have the chance to shoot, take it. Because one of the most frustrating things I see is a player will be maybe 18 yards away from goal with an opening to shoot, and instead they'll cut it back and play it back to one of their center mids. And I get the idea of maintaining possession, I truly do. But when you're 18 yards or closer, or even 20 yards or closer, you should have the confidence to be able to rip that on net. And I love nothing more than people who are direct and try and score goals in that manner. Fourth tip is to crash rebounds. Again, this is another such simple little tweak, but by implementing this and applying it to your game, you will get more goals. This really will increase your goal tally. Yes, it's not glamorous, but every single goal counts. I mean, if you score a tap-in and win the championship game through that tap-in 1-0, are you gonna care? No, you're not at all. So every time you see your teammate about to shoot, time your run and just start sprinting towards the net. And if you do that, you're probably going to be the first there if there is a rebound. Take the risk every single time, because you only need one time for the keeper to spill it or to not hold on to it, for you just to be right there on the doorstep and tap the ball in. It will be the easiest goal you ever score. So take a chance and always crash the net. Okay, and finally, improve your finishing. Now, although earlier in the video I said the modern striker needs to be doing more than just scoring goals, when you boil it down, a striker's main job is usually to supply the goals, or to score the goals, I should say. This means you need to get good at putting away the chances that come your way. Sometimes you'll only get a chance or two in a match, and if your finishing's not good enough, you probably won't score them. While if your finishing is good enough, there's a high chance that you will put away those chances. So practice your finishing often. Make it a part of your regular training routine. A striker that can score and is scoring is always a valuable asset to their team. You'll be really surprised how many teams lack a true goal scorer, whether at youth level, amateur, college, and pro. And you'll notice something about those teams. They often struggle. They're not usually near the top of whatever league they're in, because having a goal scorer who gets you 10, 20, 30 goals a season is such a valuable thing, and they're few and far between. So practice your finishing, and if you become really good at it, which you can if you put enough practice in, you will be one of the most valuable players on your team. Okay, so question of the day is, which one of these tips do you need to start applying to your game right away? Let me know down in the comments below, and let me know why you chose that one. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Make sure you share it with a friend who needs to work on their goal scoring and just being a striker in general. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and like this video. And remember, we release videos every single day at 5 p.m, so come back tomorrow for a brand new training video. I'm gonna have 2 videos show up on the screen now so that you can watch them to learn even further. And remember, this is Simply Soccer, where we are helping you to improve your game and stand out on the pitch. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.